It's got to be a really good question. It's got to have built-in tension. There has to be enough kind of open-endedness to it that we're going to hear different responses. And it's like, Forrest Gump, life's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. And then to follow that down whatever rabbit hole and just to make sure that there's a part where the audience can connect with that. There's an emotion and they can reflect on their own lives. What am I worth? Or why aren't I pursuing my dream? And then to kind of, what was the end of it? Like you had already said this, like there needs to be some
like an aha moment, perspective shift with it.
Okay.
Yeah. I think one of the other things, and this is not just with Man on the Street, a lot of the things that we're talking about are applied to many different formats. But most people only focus on the initial hook, which is critically important. But a great video usually has 2 or 3 hooks within it because you need to keep that attention. You need to build that retention with it. It's like, if you look, like I have a friend that's an amazing storyteller, created a really successful ad agency, and he created a deck on Jaws, the story of Jaws, and he plotted how the story goes. And every movie and every great story does this, is you build this tension, like the shark attacks, and then the shark attack's done, and it releases the attention. And then that music comes back, it builds the tension, and then releases the tension. The dynamics of that type of storytelling is what keeps people engaged.
Right.
And a lot of people, when they hear the word hook, they just think, oh, I just got to hook people in the first 3 seconds. No, you need to hook people throughout the story that you're telling.
Yeah. It's like in a lot of episodic television, there are mini cliffhangers to commercial break,
Yes.
and they've learned how to do that. This happens on any kind of Netflix series, HBO, Apple series, where I already know when the episode's going to end because of the point of highest tension, so that I'm naturally like, I got to watch the next episode. And then these little mini breaks, like, and the name of the father is, and then there's a gunshot, and they're like, we don't know, so we have to know the next
They'll end
part.
with a hook.
Yeah, they always do.
Same, it happens in news,
Yeah.
sports commentary. Like if you watch ESPN, they'll do that of, after the break, we're going to cover why LeBron James is retiring tomorrow.
Right.
It's like, that's a hook that's going into keeping that retention. It's the same thing with social media.